Hey, welcome to Daily Bravo Drama. In this audio, we will be talking about Nathan Gallagher's shocking domestic violence arrest, Kim Zolciak and Kroy Biermann's wild spouse-swapping makeout session, Tracy Tutor joining the cast of RHOBH and her feud with Dorit, Brandi Glanville dating Ryan Seacrest, Emily Simpson spilling Gina's prenup secrets, K. Michelle and Condi Burris feuding over Mean Girls, Riley Burris dealing with racist hate texts, Leva Bonaparte getting sued, plus updates on the Valley reunion, Teddy Mellencamp's cancer battle, Tamra Judge's new puppy, and the new Dancing with the Stars cast. We'll cover everything coming up in this audio.
Hey, this is Delilah.
Hey, this is Fahid.
Welcome to Reality TV Audio Podcast, where we break down the latest in reality TV every day. Basically, our mission today is to take this massive stack of trending reality TV articles and, just break down strictly the facts and specific details that you really need to know.
Yeah, and I mean, it is a mountain of chaos that you just listed, but I think the underlying question for a lot of these stories today is, at what point does this reality TV drama stop being, just for the cameras, right?
And when does it actually cross the line into real-world legal or financial or just personal nightmares?
Exactly. And I think let's just start with a story that kind of perfectly captures that weird blurred line. We are talking about Kim Zolciak and Kroy Biermann.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. So just strictly the facts here. Kyle Mowery's estranged wife, Jillian Green, was spotted making out with Kroy Biermann.
Wait.
Yeah, on a hike in Alpharetta, Georgia.
And just so we have the context, Kyle is Kim's current boyfriend, right?
Yes, Kyle is Kim's current boyfriend. It literally sounds like, I don't know, a real-life episode of Wife Swap at this point.
Yeah, it really does. And the PR mechanics of how this all played out are just fascinating. Because TMZ caught up with Kim and Kyle to get their reactions.
Of course they did.
Naturally. Now, Kim's official stance is that she, quote, doesn't care about the kiss.
Okay, sure.
But immediately after saying she doesn't care, she pivots. She states she is very worried about the little girls that Kyle shares with Jillian.
Right, which is just such a classic reality TV move. Like, you claim you're totally unbothered, but then you immediately drop a comment targeting the other person's parenting or family situation.
Exactly. And Kyle chimed in, too, saying he doesn't think Kroy and Jillian got involved out of spite. But, Kim couldn't just leave it at that. She followed up by claiming that she solely provided for Kroy for 10 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, heavily implying that he just wants to be a kept man.
She is totally controlling the narrative there by shifting the focus away from the makeout session and onto, like, Kroy's financial independence, or lack thereof, I guess, according to her.
Yeah, exactly.
My quick opinion on this, it is incredibly messy. It's pretty petty. But, I mean, you have to admit, it keeps them right in the headlines.
It certainly does. But, while Kim and Kroy are fighting for tabloid space, another Bravo star is actually facing the very real criminal justice system right now.
Yeah, this is where the drama stops being entertaining at all. Exactly. We are getting a pretty heavy update out of the below-deck Mediterranean world regarding Nathan Gallagher.
Right.
So, according to Rolling Stone, Nathan was arrested for domestic violence. And this goes back to December 27th, 2025 in Sydney, Australia.
Wow.
And the charges are extremely severe. We are talking about assault, occasioning actual bodily harm, intentionally choking a person without consent, and common assault against an unnamed 29-year-old woman.
So the fan base immediately connected the dots to Gael Cameron, right?
Yes. She is his baby mama to their son, Caden.
Right, okay. And while the victim wasn't officially named in the reports, Gael did file what's called an apprehended violence application against him.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and she completely unfollowed him on social media. But wait, I'm actually a little confused about the legal term there. What exactly is an apprehended violence application? Is that just like an Australian restraining order? It's similar, yeah, but the mechanism is pretty specific to Australian law. An apprehended violence order, or an AVO, is granted if the court basically finds reasonable grounds that a person fears violence or intimidation or stalking.
Okay, I see.
It's a proactive legal shield. And the Daily Mail reported that a court date for this specific application is actually set for September 1st.
Gotcha. The fan reaction in the comments sections has been really intense about this. People are pointing out that Nathan showed, serious anger issues on the show.
Right.
But then some fans are like, holding out hope that it's just young couple stupid drama, which honestly, that feels incredibly dismissive given the actual charges.
Yeah, it really does. And other fans are saying Bravo absolutely should not reward criminal behavior with another contract.
I mean, it forces the network into a major corner.
It does. When you have a cast member facing charges for intentionally choking someone,
Right.
the PR and legal liability of keeping them on payroll is just massive.
Yeah, my opinion is that when there are physical assault and choking charges involved, the network just needs to cut ties immediately. You don't mess around with that at all.
I agree totally. Now, that's a situation where the consequences are, physical and criminal.
Yeah.
But we are also seeing reality stars face massive consequences on the business and civil side this week.
Right. Let's talk about Leva Bonaparte from Southern Charm.
Yeah.
She is currently being sued.
Wait, for what?
So, a plaintiff named Angelica, along with some others, filed a lawsuit against Leva's establishment, Republic Garden and Lounge, and it's for an unlawful tip pool.
Unlawful tip pool?
Mm-hmm.
But hold on, how does a massive hospitality empire like hers accidentally commit a violation over tips?
Yeah.
I mean, tip pooling happens at almost every restaurant I go to.
That's exactly what I thought. But apparently under federal labor laws, it hinges on who actually gets that money.
Okay.
So management and supervisors absolutely cannot dip into a tip pool.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, because tips are basically subsidized wages meant specifically for service staff, so, servers, bartenders, bussers. The lawsuit is claiming that managers were unlawfully retaining those tips.
Right.
And mathematically, that resulted in the staff failing to receive their guaranteed minimum wage.
Oh, wow. So if a supervisor takes even a cut, it invalidates the entire legal protection of the pool.
Exactly. And now the plaintiffs are seeking recovery of all those tips that were given to ineligible parties, plus the missed federal minimum wages.
That is a huge financial and operational liability for her.
It really is. So while Leva is, fighting for her business assets in court, other Bravo stars are actively fighting to secure their paychecks. Let's look at the casting mechanics over at the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Oh, yeah, it is officially confirmed. Tracy Tutor, who is 51 and highly established on $1 Million Listing LA, is actually crossing over to join RHOBH Season 16.
Really?
Yeah, she posted that she's nervous but ready to get into trouble.
Wow, okay. The timing is kind of perfect because Amanda Francis is officially out after just one season.
Right.
But what really fascinates me is the casting strategy here. Like, why Tracy?
Well, it's all about pre-existing friction. Tracy already has this documented beef with Dorit Kemsley over allegedly unpaid glam bills.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, and Dorit previously kind of brushed Tracy off, calling her attention-seeking.
That makes so much sense. I mean, from a production standpoint, you don't want to bring in a rookie who has to spend like half the season just building relationships with the cast.
Exactly.
You drop Tracy in, and that unpaid glam bill is just an immediate built-in storyline.
It's totally plug-and-play conflict. There were also rumors flying around that Morgan Stewart was joining.
Oh, I heard that.
Yeah, but Morgan explicitly shut those down on her Instagram story.
Okay, good to know.
So right now, the primary cast looks to be Kyle Richards, Erica Jane, Dorit, Sutton Strack, Bozoma St. John, Rachel Zoe, and Jennifer Telly. And Kathy Hilton will be making guest appearances.
That is a brilliant lineup, honestly. Real quick, before we get into our next block of stories, I want to give a huge shout out to our listener, Michael, who always tunes in on his morning commute. We definitely appreciate you being part of the deep dive.
Absolutely. Thanks, Michael.
Yeah.
So let's look at how these reality stars kind of leverage their pasts for press.
Oh, yes. Brandy Glanville.
Yes. Brandy went on the Unfiltered podcast and proudly boasted that her, quote, bench is hot.
She really did name names, didn't she?
She did. She confirmed a past 6-month romance with Ryan Seacrest.
Ryan Seacrest. Wow.
Yeah, and she called him a proper gentleman. But in true Brandy fashion, she used that compliment to heavily shade Gerard Butler by comparison.
It is such a calculated PR move. Like, you go on a podcast, you drop an A-list name like Seacrest, you throw a stray bullet at Gerard Butler, and suddenly you are the headline on every single entertainment blog for like 48 hours.
Yeah, Brandy is treating romance like a casual PR sport. But on the other end of the spectrum, you have people dealing with the total destruction of a long-term partnership. We actually got an update on Galina Saltkovska from McBee Dynasty.
Right. Jacquelina is finally dating again after her 9-year relationship with Steve McBee Sr. completely unraveled after season 3.
The context here is just brutal, though.
It really is. She felt totally betrayed by Steve's sons when they sold the car washes.
Right.
So she has relocated to Kansas City, Missouri. She's going to law school. And she actually mentioned that Steve is about to come back from prison.
That is just a total life reset for her.
Yeah, and I think it proves what happens when you spend a decade building a life with someone but don't legally protect your own assets.
Which brings us perfectly to someone who is absolutely not making that mistake, Gina Kirschenheiter.
Oh my gosh, this leak was crazy.
It was a wild leak. So Emily Simpson was on the Virtual Reality podcast, and she just accidentally blurted out that Gina already has a prenup with her fiancé, Travis Mullen.
And the kicker is they don't even have a wedding date set.
No.
I have to challenge Emily on this. Is it ever okay to reveal your friend's highly sensitive legal agreements on a public podcast? I mean, Emily said the couple's wedding energy just fizzles, but leaking a prenup feels like a massive breach of trust.
It's definitely questionable friend behavior.
Yeah.
But let's look at the financial logic of Gina's decision. Gina and Travis each have 3 kids from previous marriages.
Wow, so 6 kids total.
Exactly. When you are blending a family of that size, the legal and financial liabilities are incredibly complex.
That's a really good point. And Gina has said she's focusing on boss moves, real estate, and saving for 6 college tuitions. Getting a prenup before you even look at a wedding venue is just smart asset management. It protects her kids' future.
Exactly. And, while Emily might have been completely out of line spilling Gina's financial secrets, she has been incredibly open and vulnerable about her own family's very real struggles lately.
Yes, sticking with Emily, she gave a really heavy update about her 11-year-old son, Luke. He was diagnosed with ARFD, which is avoidant restrictive food intake disorder, and also PANDAS. I know PANDAS is tied to strep, but how does a throat infection cause such severe behavioral issues?
It's a terrifying mechanism, honestly.
Yeah.
PANDAS stands for Pediatric Autoimmune Neuropsychiatric Disorders associated with streptococcal infections.
Okay.
Think of it like this. The body's immune system detects the strep bacteria and tries to put out the fire. But the immune system gets confused and actually starts attacking healthy tissue in the brain.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, it's like the fire alarms get stuck ringing inside the brain, causing these sudden, severe psychiatric symptoms and inflammation.
Wow. Emily's quote about this just broke my heart. She said, as a mom, she just wants to fix everything, but she is constantly questioning if the therapies and the IVG treatments are actually helping him. It's got to be agonizing trying to navigate health issues like that with your kids.
It is a profound level of helplessness.
Yeah, and it's a completely different kind of agony trying to protect your kids from the public, which is what Condi Burse's daughter, Riley, is dealing with.
Oh, right. Riley is dealing with some intense fallout right now.
She is. So Riley appeared on Next Gen NYC and faced this massive wave of backlash. Viewers were calling her a spoiled brat after she basically told castmate George McCann that she couldn't afford a Birkin bag.
Right. We all know reality TV audiences can be harsh, but the mechanism of how they attacked her crossed every possible line.
It really did.
It got incredibly dark.
Oh.
Riley revealed that her actual personal phone number was leaked. She started receiving racist text messages, including the N-word and other horrific slurs.
Yeah.
The harassment was so severe she was forced to turn her phone completely off for a full week.
It's terrifying that a snobby comment about a handbag on a reality show triggers targeted racist harassment directly to a young woman's personal device.
It's awful.
Because her phone was off, it caused secondary drama, too. She didn't reach out to Ariana Biermann initially, but Riley clarified it was purely due to the phone issue, and they are totally good now.
Right. So while Riley is navigating all of that, her mother, Condi, is actively choosing to engage in a very public battle of her own with K. Michelle.
This all stems from K. Michelle calling out Mean Girls at the RHOA reunion, right?
Yeah. Condi went on the radio and clapped back, saying, quote, "If I'm a mean girl, she was a mean girl too."
Classic.
K. Michelle then took to X, formerly Twitter, to clarify the mechanics of her original comment. She stated she wasn't talking about Condi at all. She was referencing 2 of Condi's friends, which basically points back to the whole Shemaya Morton incident.
Right. But K. Michelle couldn't just clarify and log off. She threw a shady tweet at the radio host who interviewed Condi, Francesca Amaker.
Oh, yeah.
She called her Tigger's side piece, my quick opinion, Dragging the radio host into it just to score a point is messy and super unnecessary.
Yeah.
Both Condi and K. Michelle just look petty here.
It's just constant crossfire. And if we want to talk about crossfire, we really have to look at the Valley reunion. Part 3 just aired, and the dynamics were shifting constantly.
Oh, man. The biggest moment for me was Danny admitting he used alcohol as a coping mechanism. That takes genuine self-awareness.
It does. But then you look at the strategic fighting happening around him. Jesse called Michelle out for pure hypocrisy.
Oh, right. Because last season, Michelle criticized Jesse for his PDA with his new girlfriend, Lacey.
Exactly. Jesse pointed out the double standard, noting he had to just sit there and watch Michelle smooching a boyfriend right in front of his face.
Classic reality TV projection. We also saw Jasmine calling out the mental gymnastics of the group. She was questioning why Kristen validates Lala's trigger so quickly but completely ignores hers.
And that gets to the core psychological mechanic of ensemble reality shows, whose feelings are deemed important by the group hierarchy.
Yeah, that's so true. Nia actually had the best summary of the chaotic energy. She said she felt like a lineman in a prairie dress trying to manage it all.
That is a perfect description. Oh, and just a quick note, a headline dropped that Stassi Schroeder recently recalled a surprise run-in with the Valley cast.
Interesting. Well, after all that screaming, we actually need a moment of pure serotonin.
We do. Tamra Judge from RHOC adopted a rescue pit bull puppy named Capri from the Mission Viejo Animal Services Center.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah, she did it to honor her lead dog, Bronx.
That is genuinely really nice. But we do need to ground ourselves again because another housewife is sharing a very different kind of life update. Teddi Mellencamp is still fighting a massive health battle.
Yes. Teddi has stage 4 melanoma, and it has sadly spread to her brain and lungs.
Oh, wow.
She posted updates about going in for immunotherapy, which she calls her least favorite day of the month.
The visual she shared for that is just gut-wrenching. She posted a video of her 6-year-old daughter, Dove, hugging her right before she had to leave for the treatment, and she has already endured 17 surgeries.
It really exposes the contrast of reality TV. You have these trivial arguments about glam bills and Birkins, and then you have a mother enduring her 17th surgery, just trying to stay alive for her 6-year-old.
Yeah, it's a stark reminder of what actually matters. Well, to close out our stack today, let's look at a show that relies heavily on reality stars stepping out of their usual drama and onto a completely different stage. The Dancing with the Stars Season 35 cast is forming.
Yes. We are seeing names like Jenna Dewan and Tyler Cameron joining the ballroom. But the real story is actually on the professional side. Whitney Carson is competing while pregnant with her 3rd child.
Oh, wow. She is partnered with Guillermo Rodriguez, right?
Yeah.
And the internet just immediately generated this wild fan theory. People speculated that producers intentionally paired a pregnant Whitney with Guillermo because they figured he wasn't a strong dancer.
Right, so they would get eliminated early
Yeah.
and she could rest.
Exactly.
It's a cynical theory about how network casting works, but Guillermo explicitly shut it down. He made it very clear he's there to compete, totally debunking the idea that he's just a placeholder for an early exit.
Good for him. Well, that is our stack for today. Thank you so much for tuning in to the deep dive of today's reality TV stack. Make sure you tune in tomorrow because we have a massive story brewing about a secret alliance forming on a major Bravo cast trip that you absolutely won't want to miss.
It's a story that will absolutely change how you view the upcoming season.
Exactly. But before we go, I want to leave you with a final thought to ponder. With reality stars like Teddi and Emily sharing such deeply painful, real-life health struggles alongside trivial feuds about glam bills and Birkin bags, it raises the question: has the line between entertainment and exploiting real human trauma finally completely blurred on our screens? Think about it. We'll catch you tomorrow.